Greetings from the Eccentric Man, and tonight we're playing a bolt action game, 1250 points, and this is the new cigar box map that we're using tonight, the new Europe one. So I've set it out as a rural community, playing Full Metal Monty tonight with the Monty the Frog. So Colin's playing French this evening, and I've got the British. So we'll go through each army list, and then we'll work out what sides we're going to have and what game we're going to be playing. So here's a list that I'm taking tonight. It's the Mixed Parrot and British Regular Army. And what I've got is I've got a second lieutenant, veteran, and he's got a mate. They both armed with submachine guns because they're paras. I've then got a veteran sniper. It's a twin platoon, rifle platoon, and I've got two Piat anti-tank teams, medium mortar, that's regular. I've got a recce paratrooper jeep with the two medium machine guns. I've got a squad of 6 paratroopers with rifles and an LMG. I've got 2 squads of 5, all with submachine guns and anti-tank grenades. The armor's got a free artillery observer, of course. For the other part, I've got a inexperienced second lieutenant bringing the regulars along, so that's 2 units of 8, and they've got a sergeant with a submachine gun, and the rest have got rifles and 1 LMG each. So just a basic regular squad there. That comes with a recce carrier, and that's got 2 LMGs and an anti-tank rifle.
You can put an anti-tank rifle as well?
Got an anti-tank rifle.
I know you can put one out. I thought you had to substitute.
No, doesn't appear so.
That's good.
And a Cromwell tank, and a truck with a heavy machine gun.
That's fine.
So that's the British.
Okay, I'm running a French early war armoured platoon. It's 1 armoured platoon. The only disadvantage of that means I have to have trucks for everything, which is a nuisance. But the armour itself, we've got 2 RT-17s, one with a low-powered anti-tank gun, the other with just a machine gun. Next to the one with the machine gun, we've got a Laffy truck with a medium anti-tank on the back of it. Next to that is an AMR-35, which is just armed with a medium machine gun. And then, of course, we've got the Sharpie with its light anti-tank, light howitzer, and medium machine guns. The trucks at the back, the 2 ones at the back are heavy tractors, so they're just cheap tows, basically, for the 2 guns that I've got. I've then got a Laffy 6-wheel truck with 2 medium machine guns as a transport, a normal medium truck for transport again for the Senegalese, and a staff car, because I needed something to carry about 3 men. The guns I'm using is the one at the front is a medium howitzer with 4 crew, and the other one is a medium anti-tank with 3 crew. And then the infantry, we've got regular Senegalese just with rifles. The unit on the far right, depending on which way you're looking at it, is a veteran unit armed with, I think there's 4 submachine guns in there, and the rest are rifles. And then of course the veteran cavalry at the front, which all just armed with carbines. The only other support groups I've got is a veteran sniper and an anti-tank rifle.
Hey, oh, it's really good. It does really look nice.
It's funky, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought, give it a go.
So, as I said, playing Full Metal Monty. So, got his dice bag tonight, and we're going to just do meeting engagement and kill each other. I think this is going to be the easy one for us to do tonight. So that's what we're going to do. So it'll be all dice in the bag, and then troops are on as is when. So, eyes down for turn 1. Haven't played a game for nearly 4 weeks, I think is the timing. So a little bit rusty on the game. So we're looking at meeting engagement. Got to try and conserve some troops while trying to get rid of Colin's troops. 17 dice placed 16 in favour of the French, so pretty even Stevens. I've gone for a nice Cromwell tank, not too bad, medium anti-tank gun and 9 armour. And then Colin's gone for his Sharpie, light anti-tank, light howitzer, machine gun. Again, I think that's a 9 all round. So hard little tank to get rid of, and he's got his truck-mounted medium anti-tank gun, so that's going to be a worry. And he's got a medium anti-tank gun, and then he's got a free medium howitzer. So he's got a fair bit of firepower, which can deal with infantry and vehicles. So I'm going to try and conserve mine. I've got some hard-hitting machine gun units with the paratroopers. They last quite well usually. So they're going to be up front trying to take out some of Colin's infantry. His cavalry is a worry because that is a veteran unit, 10 figures. It's going to be a hard one to deal with. But that's it. That's the theory then. Try to get a couple of dice and try and conserve my my units. Let's see how we go with that. So end of turn one. I may have been a bit gung-ho in this one, but we've brought on some of the guys here. We've got the lieutenant over here behind the house with a Piat team, and we've got the sniper. Brought on a little recce carrier. Had to do a little bit of something, and managed to kill the truck. But it's only a truck for carrying, towing the gun, which was a bit of a shame really. Colin's brought on his little tank on this side and the anti-tank rifle. I've got my air artillery observer down here, and he's put in the the artillery strike over there. That will come in turn one hopefully. So got a unit of paratroopers advancing over this side. Unit of regular infantry behind the wood here, and a mortar team. Sniper in the middle managed to take a shot and killed Colin's medium artillery piece observer, who was just behind that little wall there. He's brought some Senegalese on that side. In the middle here, this is where I was a bit gung-ho. Brought on the truck to have a shot at that staff car. Missed. Colin brought on the truck with the 2 machine guns. Took a shot at my truck, put a pin on it, didn't kill it. I then dropped out 1 unit of paratroopers and took a shot at that truck. Close range, needing 2s. Got 9 hits, couldn't roll a 6. Colin disembarked his unit there, veterans with submachine guns. They took out the paratroop units. I had 1 man left and he failed his morale test. I then hopped out the 2nd paratroop troop to see if I could do the same to Colin, and killed 1 man with 10 shots, needing 2s and then 5s. Absolutely awful, absolutely awful. So that's a bit of a risk for me there. So it was a bit gung-ho, but it could have worked. Over on this side, brought on a jeep to have a shot at the artillery piece, but all I did was put a pin on it. Poor again with the dice rolling, 10 shots. Needed 6s though, didn't get 1 out with the 10 shots. Got enough hits, but just couldn't get a 6 to do any damage. So Colin's brought on his FT. That didn't hit the jeep, but the machine guns from the Charby 1 did. Failed to hit the infantry with the light howitzer, and also failed to hit it with the light gun on the jeep as well. It was machine guns that did for it in the end. I brought on my Cromwell, hit the Charby, but didn't do enough to penetrate, which was a bit of a shame. And then Colin brought on his truck with the anti-tank gun and managed to get a hit, put a pin on me, but didn't penetrate. So yeah, honours even over here, apart from there's an awful lot of shots that are coming there. He's got a light anti-tank gun, got a medium anti-tank. He's probably boxed off his medium anti-tank from taking a pot at the Cromwell. I have got a Piat team hidden behind the trees here. I'll try and advance them up. This unit in the woods is going to have to move up to try and support the truck, and also the paratrooper unit. It's going to be a dodgy one if I get first dice and I don't use the paratroopers. I've lost them. Otherwise, I would have liked to have had the first dice for the Cromwell, but we'll see how we go. So that's end of turn 1. Turn 2 was very interesting. I didn't expect the paratroopers to survive, but survive they have. 2 pins, passed on the leadership test as well, and they're stubborn. We managed to get rid of a few of the Senegalese there, so they got 2 pins and they're down to 5 men, which was quite good. However, they are veteran, and we got another unit that's advancing up here. I did try and lob them with a mortar, but didn't get it, so ranged in on a 5. But they've got a pin. Yeah, they've got a pin, so that's not so bad. Over on this side, I've advanced up the paratroopers to take this fence. I know Colin's got some outflanking cavalry and an FT-17 coming in. They could be troublesome. Lobbed up the artillery observer. He might go and take out the sniper. No, he won't. Moved up the little carrier, and that took a shot at the Senegalese. I think that's the one who put. Did it?
Yeah,
No,
it did the pin and kill
did
one.
it been killed and kill one? The truck advanced up and killed 2. Was it? Possibly
mine
2.
killed 3, I think.
3.
Yeah, but you were stubborn.
3 or 2. Yeah. So we got rid of a couple of people there. We've put 3 pins on the machine gun truck with all of these firing, but obviously shooting through soft cover does take a bit of a toll within that. So yeah. Artillery lobbed a shot at these ones over here, so I've got to move them next time, otherwise I'll get hit on a 5. Move a little Piat team up. Good news on this side, the Cromwell was able to take out the Shah B. I got the dice in the right order and took out Shah B, which was quite amazing, with a 6.
Followed by 6.
Followed by 6.
5, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6, 6, 5.
6, 6, 5, which was really quite good.
Yeah.
So that's quite good. Colin's got to work out his dice numbers now because of the FT-17 is blocking his truck with the medium anti-tank gun. So yeah, end of turn 2, and that was probably a bonus for me on that side. Definitely a bonus for me in the centre here, but we'll see how that goes. And on this side, Colin rallied the gun. I had the artillery strike coming from the British, and it put 3 pins on the tank, so he's rallied that off. The gun there got some pins, and he's rallied, got rid of one of those pins. Over here, he moved the anti-tank rifle,
yeah.
moved up to the side of the house, but Colin forgot I had a sniper over here, and the sniper snotted him and killed him. So yeah, interesting. Balance now. I've killed 3 French, and Colin's killed 2 of the British. So 3 dice to 2. So we're moving to turn 3, and that's going to change with the outflankers coming on, no doubt. So end of turn 3, and no outflankers coming on.
No.
I'm not sure why that is the case, but it's possibly that I put this unit into ambush, the paratroopers. I've put a little bit of fighters over here. I've got the officer and a Piat team, moved the recce carrier. Going to take a shot possibly at that little tanky again with my anti-tank rifle.
Hey,
it might do something.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Hope not.
Colin's moved this up, and he did take a shot at the paratroopers on ambush and put a pin on them. Over here, I'm likely to lose my truck. I did lose the infantry unit there. It was a toss-up between putting them on ambush over there and putting them on ambush and stopping the cavalry coming on, or taking a shot with the guys there. So I sacrificed the paratrooper unit really, and Colin did take them. So I did get to try and advance my units up here to take a shot at them, and Colin went down. So I did manage to put a pin on them, didn't I?
You got a pin on me, yeah.
Got a pin on them, and this unit here advanced up and took a shot and blew up the truck, which was quite good. Colin's cleared his bottleneck by moving the FT-17, and then he took a shot with the medium anti-tank gun and also the medium anti-tank gun on the truck. And what they've done is put me on fire and put a crew stunned. So I've got 4 pins at the moment, so that was a bit of a shame. That did take a bit of a pounding. So advanced the Piat team up to take cover behind the Jeep, and again move the Piat team up here as a little bit of a threat on that side. Not that they're much of a threat, but they're there. And I'm going to have to sacrifice the truck. I didn't want to put the sniper up because Colin's sniper could probably get killed first time round, or the Senegalese could charge me. So sadly going to have to say goodbye to the truck, and that's going to give us 4 dice each at the end of turn 3. So not going too bad for each of us really. We'll see how turn 4, and there's been a bit of fighting here. The Senegalese charged out and took out the unit that were in the woods, and then consolidated back behind the wall. That was pretty harsh going on there. Then I've tried to take them out with a sniper, but didn't manage to do it, so I only got one pin. And then again I moved these ones up to take a shot, but couldn't kill them either, which was a bit of a shame. So that's how it was in there. The artillery pieces down here, the medium anti-tank guns and the outflanking FT did actually be able to come on, and I've now got
6 or 7, 7 pins.
7 pins. There should be another one there, shouldn't there?
Yeah.
7 pins on that
one.
one.
Spare one up there by the cavalry. I think. Oh, you've got a pin on them, but isn't that one behind the cavalry? What's
That's
that?
their pin for hitting them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I've got one of mine on them.
Got another pin somewhere. Yep.
Yeah, swap over, King.
Alright, okay. Move you around, get you a bit dizzy. So, yeah. So we've got 7 pins on the Cromwell, which is a real pain on there. Yeah. However, I have popped up the Piat team, and we did get a shot on the FT. Couldn't penetrate it, but we have put 2 pins on it. So that was a little bonus on that side. But things are looking a bit grim on here. I've got 5 men left of the regular troops there, and Colin's got his Singhalese ready to roll next turn.
But I got my vets down there.
Yeah, got the vets there, which have just rallied this turn. So I've still got my sniper man up there. Colin's put his sniper down from the roof. My little recce carrier worked really well on this side, and managed to put 2 pins on the little tanky over there, and we took out the medium artillery piece with machine gun fire, which was quite amazing. Killed 3 of the crew,
and then failed the leadership.
And they failed the leadership test, so that was quite good. Colin's moved his sniper down onto the ground floor, so we're going to move into turn 5. Into turn 5, and it's swung in the French favour. 4 dice out at the beginning for Colin was quite useful. So we're still hanging in with the Cromwell on 6 pins. Failed to hit me with the 2 medium anti-tank guns. Colin failed his leadership test for the FT, so it went backwards, which meant I had to pull out my Piat team from the woods. But I did get another hit, got a penetration, but 2 pins and immobilised. So yeah, it's not going to do very much. Over here, Colin tried to kill my team off, but fortunately they're hanging in with 4 guys and the officer, so he's keeping the world going. The sniper snotted my sniper, sadly, which was a bit of a shame. Colin rallied off the the Senegalese there. They're probably going to do a bit of damage next turn around, because I think they may be able to, possibly not actually. No, probably can't reach him. Over here, the cavalry, my ambush did absolutely naff all, apart from put 1 pin on, and that was horrendous. Really bad rolling. And then the little tank failed its leadership test and went backwards, which was a pain, because then I had to move my Piat team up, and they're out of range. And I thought, well, I needed to try and deal with the cavalry, so moved my Bren carrier back and took a shot. Didn't kill anyone, but put a pin on. Fired with these 2 paratrooper, the officers. Didn't kill anyone, put a pin on. And then fired with the observer and put a pin on. So they should probably have 4 now, shouldn't they?
3. You've got 3 pins.
3 should have 4.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, you took 1 off and then.
Yeah, so it should have been a pin from these.
Yeah.
Then a pin from them.
Yeah.
And then a pin from them.
Yeah.
And a pin from them.
You saw you pinned me?
4, yeah, because I've got 4 hits.
I was keeping count, but never mind. Okay,
yeah,
4.
because they shot and put a pin on. They put a pin on.
Well, they put a pin on, and then they were combated in the other turn. So that pin went.
Turn 4?
Yeah.
3 then. That's it then.
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be it. Yeah, so, yes, not going so well on that side. Very tricky.
Good push.
But we'll see how we go as we move into turn 6. Yes, a few things. At least that one over there is down. No, it's down. It's just moving away, isn't it? Yeah, he could come back and shoot, couldn't he?
Well, he probably just back off now.
Yeah, see what he does. So let's move into turn 6 and see if I can get back some dice. It's at the moment it's
7 plays 5.
7 plays 5 on 2 down. Yeah, it's going to be tricky. So, end of turn 6, and yes, I think the pivot point was the 4 dice out for Colin that time around, which put me under a lot of pressure and took away some of the things that I needed to do. But yeah, Colin played a good game on this one with that. So, in the end, it was, what have we got there? 9? 9 to 5. Ooh, that's
6, 9, yeah.
Yeah, 9 to 5. Yeah, good win there by Colin. Little FT survived because the Singly snotted the.
The vets came over. And
vets came in and took out the Piat team, which was a bit of a shame. However, surprise as a surprise, the Cromwell remained. Colin just couldn't put enough pins on, even with the dice coming out in his favour. It left me on 8 pins, and I did get a dice to rally just at the end, just to cheer myself up, and took off 3 pins. So that was that side. Mr. Mortarman still there, but they were going to come through the woods after killing my little officer. So over here, just been trying to whittle these down, but without much success. They've managed to survive, but the little tank over there thought running away was much better, so to get out of the range of the Piat team. So that was there. So yeah, good win to Colin with the meeting engagement on this game. So cheers, Colin.
Yeah,
sort of a picture of Colin.
Yeah,
don't often see Colin. There he is. So yeah, well done. Well, that was a little bit gung-ho at the beginning of that game, pushing up the truck with the 2 commando sections. I was hoping to get rid of that truck with the 2 machine guns, and really I didn't think about what unit was going to be inside, and that was his Senegalese with the machine guns and veterans, so a tough little unit to try and crack there. So yeah, a bit of squandered those troops in the middle, which was a bit of a shame. The dice throwing was appalling. 10 machine gun shots, and I put 1 pin at close range. Unbelievable. I did have some really bad dice rolling in this game, which didn't help. However, I did have one real ray of sunshine, which was the shooting of the Cromwell. Rolled a 6 to hit, rolled a 6 for penetration, and then a 5 to blow up his Shah B1, which was really good. That caused him a lot of grief on that side. Didn't do anything else with the Cromwell because he then started to pin it to bits, and I couldn't really unpin it, which was a real shame. So disappointed that my Piat team didn't take out the FT-17. 2 shots at close range with it, and all I managed to do first time was stun it, second time immobilise it. But hey ho, that's how it goes. Left flank, yeah, that worked okay. I changed to taking the little Bren carrier, open topped, armour 7, but with a machine gun, light machine gun, and an anti-tank rifle. It can be a troublesome one, and it proved a troublesome one for his little 7+ tank. Had the Piat over there as well, so that caused him a little bit of trouble. The 6 rifles, no, the 4 rifles and the LMG on ambush, I thought would take out some of his cavalry. Again, point blank, and only needing 2s, and I only managed to get 1 pin and kill 1 horseman. Atrocious, really, odds on when rolling dice to kill. But never mind. That turn, I think it was turn 5, Colin had 4 dice out of the bag, first off, and they were dice that really did matter. And he then proceeded to wipe out my units. And I could never get back into the game from turn 5, as I was starting to get too many dice down. But that's bolt action. It was a good game, a fun game, taken on the French with my British. Need to get to know how to play them. I've only played the British for about 3 times now. Lost every game with these ones, but it's been a good game and pretty close. So just got to get to know how to do them. A bit different than the Italians, where I had to be careful, had to preserve, because I didn't want the dice problem with Avanti Savari. So here I'm a little bit too gung-ho, I think, with the British, but we'll have to work out what we're going to do with it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the battle report, and thank you very much for watching, and please give it a like if you did, a share if you would be good with friends you think might like it, and also subscribe if you haven't. You can also hit the notification button and that can let you know when I put up a new video. Anyway, till the next time, take care.